Hey, David, how are you doing?
Hi, Kay. I'm doing
Awesome.
well.
Awesome. I am the lifestyle coach with Avenue Fitness, and I'm getting to sit down with David today. David manages our Westview gym. And so it's been really great. I've had the privilege of working with David, and then I've had the privilege of working with Blake at both facilities. And so it's fun because it's neat to be with both of you guys, watching y'all, how y'all manage and lead and care for so many people, not just the clients, but they care so well for the team, and that's part of what they do and how they just handle things running smoothly. And so, David, you do an amazing job of that. And when I was thinking about us getting to have 10 minutes together, which I really appreciate, thanks for your time in the middle of your schedule and in between clients, just stopping and pausing and having a conversation with me. One of the things I wanted to talk about was just you're a man that has a lot of strength, right? And so you're always strengthening whomever you're around. You're either strengthening the clients that walk in the door, just your personal life, you're always wanting to strengthen your family, your kids, your wife, and it's just who you are, what you want to do. And then you're strengthening the team and then whoever else that I haven't named, your extended family and then friends. But, being someone, and these sessions are, mainly about mental and emotional, and yes, the physical side as well, because we believe it all goes together. But what I wanted to hone in on is just mentally and emotionally. Is you're someone that is empowering and giving strength to so many people. How do you keep your strength as well? What does that look like for you?
Well, first, I've never heard it described that way, but I love your choice of words. So I love that you mentioned how I'm adding strength to people, and I think that's
Yeah.
I don't know, that's a great way to put it. For myself, like I actually have a coach that I meet with once a month, so this is kind of helping pour into myself. I know I need that, and for me to be in my best position, the better care I take care of myself, the more I'm able to give to others. So it's one of those things like kind of like put your oxygen mask on first so you can actually help the others. So it's ones that I know I need to be kind of pouring into myself to be able to have the strength and the fortitude and the sustainability to give to everyone around me, family, team, friends, and loved ones.
Yeah.
And I am a routine person. I love routine. It helps me to take my mind off things. So my morning is like a ritual. I wake up. I might make coffee there, but usually there's a little bit of time to read scriptures or a book. Well, scripture and a book sometimes. The book doesn't always happen, but I'm always trying to make sure that I'm doing a little bit of reading every single day. Sometimes I'm tired. I'd rather sleep in, but I know if I get up and spend that little bit of time before the day starts, I'll be in a much better position for the rest of the day. So it is sometimes like I force myself out of bed, knowing I have that spare time to actually take the slow morning reading, pouring into myself. So I like routine.
Yeah, it's helpful. I mean, just to identify with you, and then I want to hear more from you. I'm same way. I've got to wake up in the morning. I've got to have a little bit of time in there that is just my time to focus and center and just be like, okay, let's take care of Kay before, Kay tries to go help do well in her job or whatever she has for the day. And so that, just to identify with you, I love hearing that, because that is, I don't know, it's just so helpful, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. I think it's one of the things that's a non-negotiable. Because if I stop to pouring into myself, then it's going to show in my just day to day with my team. Like I could feel it. I get sluggish, irritable, not pleasant to be around. It's one of those, like I definitely know I need to take care of myself too.
Yeah. No, I love that. And something that just popped into my mind as you were talking, I was writing it down, is that, like, hearing what you're saying, it's nobody else's responsibility, right? Like it's your responsibility. It's my responsibility. If I don't take care of myself, you don't take care of yourself, then the outflow might be more stagnant than we want it to be. And, we want to be creative people. But tell me about, when I say that it's nobody else's responsibility, when in life did you realize, like, my self-care, my maintaining, who I am as a person, like, it's my responsibility?
It's been something evolving over the years. Definitely there was a big breakthrough when I met with a coach for the first time about 2 or 3 years ago. And that was the first time I mean, it was an intensive week of work on myself. And I don't know when was the last time I ever did something like that. I used to just be able to just like put my head down and just burrow through and get past. But over the course of years building up, there was something I needed, and adding a coach was the first step. So meeting it with a coach week long, again, like tears coming down, like there were some major breakthroughs, and that started to get that train and ball rolling there. And it's been something that I wasn't in the habit of meeting with a coach on a regular basis, but adding it in, that's been over again, probably the past year on a more regular basis, meeting with a coach just shows like, okay, I know I need this. Every time after walking away from the coach, I feel reinvigorated, refocused, re-energized, and just ready to help serve others. Like I leave my sessions and I'm just ready, like, what else can I do to like help others? And I start writing all this stuff down. But my coach is like, hey, you need to take care of yourself too. So we come up with like, what's stuff that re-energizes me? Like I guess I could give myself gifts, but it doesn't work that way. So it's like, what's a recharge time for David, and walking through like explaining like, okay, so David, you need some like adult, say, playtime. So for me, it's reading recreational. So still good to read all the books that they're building into you, but a book that I can get lost in time, whether that's, sci-fi or anything like that, but something that I'm just for pure enjoyment. Like there's no ulterior motive except for just to enjoy this book. So that's been something I've added, especially over this time of the last 2 months of spending time away from others, is making sure I'm still taking care of myself.
Yeah. And you have been working like faithfully at your house. Tell me, like what's that been like, like making sure you're taking care of, like you're adding obviously value and so much strength to your family, but like being in your home the entire time, how has that been for you? Is it the reading that you've been doing that's been helpful?
The reading and healthy boundaries. So my family knows that when I'm in the garage, I'm working. Now that won't stop them from coming out there saying hi. The kids try to jump on the screen, but they do know that not to disturb me too much when I'm out there. So having that healthy boundary, they know that daddy's working. And that helps me to know that when I'm back there, that I'm not going to be focused and just thinking about my family. I mean, again, they're there, which is nice, like close proximity. So just having them by, I think, is a nice reassuring thing, knowing I'm there for them, but knowing that I'm also still at work. I would say the boundaries have been the biggest thing. At home, the garage is starting to get warmer, but it's it's still enjoyable in the sense that knowing that the sacrifices are what kind of need to be made at the time, knowing in the soon future that things will kind of sort back out.
Right. Yeah. Well, I love everything you've shared. Like, it's so helpful. I love hearing how you've been meeting with someone, and, I'm the same way. Just to identify with you. I have someone weekly that I meet with as well. And then she's a coach, and she just helps me. We've only actually seen each other one time in person, and she lives in a completely different state. And so we've been Zooming for a really long time, but it's so helpful just having someone. I met with her yesterday, got to talk through what I need to talk through, and she's pulling things out of me, but also giving things to me. And so I loved how you talked about that. And is there anything else that you want to say before we hop off?
No, I forgot to mention, I do have my brother that I talk to on a weekly basis. So that's someone else. I have a coach, and then I have my brother, but having someone that you can confide in is important, just to talk about anything. Like it could, important stuff, family stuff, like anything. It's important to have someone in your life that you could confide everything in, and just kind of walk through life, either just to be a listening ear or for advice if you need it.
Right. Is your brother older, or is he younger than you?
He's older. He is 9 years older than me.
Oh, wow. So he's offering a lot of advice there. He's got 9 years.
He's always been a bit of a mentor for me. Yeah.
That's really cool. Well, I love, David, how you said that it's, you talked about it being our responsibility, and how when you kind of transitioned into that, like things got so much better, not just for you, but then I feel like the strength for everybody else has just increased. And I want to say, someone that's been working with you for, a few years, like, it's fun getting to work with you. Like, it's fun getting to, see what you're going to do, or, the value you're going to add. So thanks so much for meeting with someone weekly or monthly or however many times you end up meeting with him. But thanks for doing that, because it really does. It adds a lot of value to the team. So it's awesome.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Yep, it's cool. Well, I guess I'll talk to you later on, and there'll be more lifestyle sessions to come. Sounds good?
Thanks for having me, Kay.
Bye, David.
Bye.